Hello and welcome to the 7th episode of my Dungeons & Dragons stories. Today I'm going to be talking about the end of my first legitimate campaign. So to start things off, the players had just encountered their first death with Manny. His character had died and been brought back to life by a powerful NPC. And at that point I had kind of written myself into a corner where they were really powerful, they had lots of magic items, and I didn't know how to progress the story forward, which happens every now and then. You know, you write yourself into a situation where you just don't have an out. So I decided, time to end the campaign. Time to start fresh, new characters, new world, the whole 9 yards. So Manny comes back to life. He is brought back in the same form. He's still... I don't remember what he was playing as. He was a rogue, but his race escapes me. But I decided, okay, I'm going to bump you both up to level 20 and let you just have a session of complete and utter unbridled power. So we leveled them up to 20, did all that, their attributes, their abilities, all that. And then I decided, okay, well, they need to, if this is going to be the end of my campaign, I got to make it special. So there was a powerful NPC that they had been working with. He was teetering on the edge of evil. He was doing some things that, would classify him as a threat. He was experimenting. He was summoning creatures. I don't remember or recall why he was doing what he was doing, but he was slowly becoming the bad guy. And he was powerful. He was level 20. He was a cleric who I had created as an NPC just to help. I think in an early session, I had created him simply to be a healer, a cleric, just a heal bot. And then I kind of was like, you know what? I kind of want to flesh him out more. So I had this whole, I think it was on a train where he was being chased by another high-level NPC, as one of the other saints. And he decided he didn't want to be anymore, so he used gate and teleported. And then they met this other NPC, became friends with her. I believe she was a living suit of armor, kind of like Full Metal Alchemist, kind of along those lines. But to cut to the chase, he was becoming a bad guy, and they were gonna fight him. But I didn't have a player sheet for him. I had made him a level 20, and then just kind of gave him random abilities, random strengths. They never fought him, and he never fought with them. He would just heal them and stuff like that. I believe I made him as a player character at DMPC, and he kind of evolved from that, but I didn't have a player character. I didn't have a sheet for him. I didn't have a stat block. I didn't have anything. So I was like, okay, well, they can't really fight him. So what if instead they fought one of these? A Solaire? One of the more powerful angels. Challenge rating of 21, 33,000 XP, 243 hit points, 21 armor class. A really powerful creature. So I had it where he, not transformed, but he got tired of them trying to stop his machinations and decided, okay, here's something powerful to fight. Go fight it. I'm going off on my own. So Manny, being a really high-level rogue, starts fighting it. At this point, Miney, his class, I had never told him this. It was kind of a surprise that if he ever reached level 20. But he could transform into a dragon at will, with certain charges per day. Part of his class, part of the homebrew. And I decided, okay, well, if he ever hits level 20 with this class, when he transforms for the first time at level 20, he gains the stat block of an ancient dragon. And I believe, on top of it being homebrew, it was also a homebrew what color dragon he was. I believe he was purple, which wasn't in the books. And I don't think it might be in the books. It might be something. I haven't read them all. But he decided to transform, and I said, okay, you're now an ancient purple dragon. Get all the stats, all that. And they fought the Solar. I believe it was actually a pretty close fight. It was rolling pretty high. And I think it came down to just rolls. They were just hitting. It was just a slugfest back and forth, each person trying to drop the HP of the other. There was no tricks, just straight out slugfest. And I believe they won. I don't believe they did win. They defeated the Solar and decided they were going to go hunt down the NPC. But I think I ended the campaign then. I think at the end of the Solar fight, I was like, okay, it's come to completion. Maybe I'll come back to it. I never did. But I decided at that point the campaign was over. They had fun, and I was like, okay, we're going to start completely fresh, completely over, and just play, And I believe after that, there were a lot of failure to launch campaigns where we'd play 1 or 2 sessions and I wasn't feeling it or they weren't feeling it, and we'd move on and move on. And I believe it went like that for a fair amount of time, and I believe there was even just times where we didn't play at all. There was no sessions. But eventually we did come back, and I DM'd some longer sessions. But I think my next episode, just a teaser, will be about the campaigns that were failures to launch. Campaigns that I came up with and created that just didn't go anywhere. So I think that'll be episode 8. But, thanks for watching. Please tell me in the comments, how did your first campaign end as a player or as a DM? Just, regale me with your stories. But thanks for watching.